Anna over here, and today I thought I would try out a new style of video that I got inspired to create last night when I discovered this channel that has just a whole bunch of quizzes and stuff, and I thought it would be fun to make videos of me trying out these quizzes and seeing what results I get. So today I thought we would start off with something that's a lot like other stuff that I have done on this channel, and today I'm taking a quiz to see which Disney princess I am most like. Now throughout my life I have taken different versions of this quiz and gotten several different results. Growing up, I always, out of my three sisters, my oldest sister Joanna was always Snow White, and my sister Melody was always Belle, because she likes books and stuff. And my cousin Sarah was always Aurora, just because she likes pink. And then I was always Cinderella, which there really wasn't any real reason for me being Cinderella, except my hair was way lighter when I was younger. Now it's brownish, so that's usually why I was Cinderella. I had lighter hair when I was a kid. So there wasn't any real personality traits that made me Cinderella. So as new Disney princesses came out, I found other characters that I related to more and such. So I actually think that I'm a little bit of several different Disney princesses. I relate to Ariel a little bit, I relate to Merida a little bit, and I relate to Rapunzel a little bit. In fact, Rapunzel is hair goals, because I've always wanted super long hair. I see those girls with super long thick hair and I'm just goals. But enough about goals. I am going to find a notebook. Where did I leave that notebook? I'm going to find a notebook and a pen, and we are going to take this quiz together. Notebook, check. Alright. Got my pencil, got my notebook. Let's do this. Alright, which Disney princess are you? Answer these 10 questions and find out. For each question, simply answer A, B, C, D, E, and keep track of your points. Alright. Add them up at the end to find out your result. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time to think, and I probably will, because that's the way these sort of quizzes work. And how many questions are there? I think they said it was 10, but who knows? Okay, question number 1. Okay. I'll wait for all the answers to pop up before I go ahead and start reading it. Okay. Where would you go if you had a choice? Well, that's a very vague question. A, to a castle. B, a peaceful place with friends. C, a ball or a party. D, anywhere with my lover. E, see every place in the world. I feel like these are all relatively the same. Anyone else getting that vibe? To the castle, to a castle, that's, I guess, that could be the being off by myself answer, or see every place in the world. I guess that could be the off by myself answer. But B, C, and D are definitely not off by myself answers, which is kind of what I'm feeling right now. If I could because as you can see, I'm off by myself, and that's kind of where I want to be right now. Just because I need some alone time. So I'm guessing A. So I'm going to say A just because that's how I'm feeling right now, is to be off by myself, and the closest to that out of these choices would be to a castle, I guess. So, let's move on. Okay. My answer for the first question is A. How many points did I get? Alright, that gives me 40 points. Okay, choose one thing you would never forget. A. Feeding my pets. B. Spending time with my buddies. C. Pursuing my dreams. D. Being in love. E. My parents' sweet smiles. Okay, first of all, I would just like to point out that these are all, like, things that you can't physically forget. Like, it's not, like, physical items that you could leave behind. Like, they're all psychological things that you can leave behind. Like, the only physical thing that you could leave behind is, like, your parents or your buddies. Like, it's not like, oh, I forgot my phone, or oh, I forgot this textbook or something. So I feel like it should be, what's one thing you would never forget to do, or something. I feel like this question is worded oddly. But A, I don't have any pets, so I can forget that as much as I want, because it's not a problem. B, spending time with buddies. Yeah, I guess I would never forget to do that because it happens kind of annually. Well, not annual. Well, it happens at a regular, like it happens weekly that I spend time with my buddies. So it has a regular, like, schedule of when I see people usually that I would consider my buddies. Pursuing my dream? Well, I guess my dream would be being a YouTuber. I would never forget to do that. Making YouTube videos, that's for sure, because it's insane. So I guess C, pursuing my dream, would kind of be my answer. But then again, being in love, I guess, being in love is something you're not well, okay, you are in love 24/7 when you're crushing, when you're in love with someone, but you can forget to, like, after you find out that someone doesn't like you back, or you break up with someone, you want to forget being in love with them. You want to forget that you ever had feelings for them. You just want to leave that whole part of yourself in the past. So I feel like D wouldn't apply. And E, my parents with sweet smiles. I really don't get the sweet smiles part, because it's just like, is that all you can say about your parents? So I'm gonna say C. Because all the other things just don't make a lick of sense. Okay, how many points do I get for that? I feel like my points is going to be really low for that. Oh, 50! Wow! I chose the right answer, apparently. Because, you know, you would suspect that the one that gets more points is the right answer, but there's really no right answer. Anyway, who would you trust? Oh. Well, first of all, what are we trusting with? Are we trusting with watching our house for a while? Or are we trusting them with feeding our pet? Or are we trusting them with a secret? I'm going to assume they mean trusting with a secret. Okay, A, friends, maybe. B, animals, well, maybe. C, magic. Okay, D, seeing is believing. E, my own judgment. Okay, this is more like a life or death situation that they're talking about, I feel like. Like, when the going gets tough, what do I know is going to have my back? But maybe it's not a life or death situation, because I feel like if that were the case, then Prince Charming would be on there somewhere. Like I said, these questions are very vague and kind of worded weird, so I'm not really sure how I would answer them. Okay, but trusting animals, well, wild animals, you probably shouldn't trust them. Magic, well, there isn't a whole lot of magic in the real world that isn't just illusions or something, or coincidences, so I feel like I can't really say that with a clear conscience. Seeing is believing. In the words of the conductor from the Polar Express, some of the realest things in the world are things you can't see. My own judgment. Sometimes I can't even trust that, to be honest, because I know that there are things that I don't know that could possibly help me make better decisions. So I can't even say E with a clear conscience. So I'm going to say A. I probably trust my friends best out of those options. Okay, that gives me 20 points. Just out of curiosity. Okay, magic had the most points. I get the feeling that if you get like the highest score, like if you get 50, 50, 50, you're probably like Snow White or Sleeping Beauty or something like that. What is your favorite hobby? I always hate when quizzes do like the hobby questions, because then it's like, oh, you have to be one of these 5 types of personality traits, otherwise nothing's going to apply to you. Okay, so here we go. A, traveling and exploring. I do enjoy those things, but I don't consider that a hobby. Like, I don't do that often enough to call it a hobby. That's more like, I don't know, a vacation for me. So, is traveling and exploring. Okay, B, helping others. I do enjoy helping others, but then again, I wouldn't classify that as a hobby. To me, a hobby is like what you do when you have your own alone time and when you don't have to work or you don't have to be around others. A hobby is like stuff you do when nobody else is making you do anything else. Okay. C, I like to think. That is... Okay, I guess you could mean that you like to, do scientific things and that, or, psychology or something, and that's why, like to think. But still, I feel like that is not how someone who would enjoy those sort of things would word that. And it's like, I do like to think, but, I wouldn't classify that as a hobby. I would call that more of a personality trait than a hobby. D, dancing. I do like dancing, but again, I wouldn't classify that as a hobby because of how rare I do it. E, trying new things or testing my limits. Yes, 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 yes. Or at least just the trying new things. I don't know about the testing my own limits part. That is the only one here that I would classify as a hobby, so I'm putting it. Okay. I'm thirsty. Where's that from? Alright, let's see here. And an ad, of course. Does anyone else wish we could comment on ads like we do on YouTube videos? Like, they recently added where you can thumbs up or thumbs down the ad. Why don't we get a special comment section or a comment bar for when ads pop up? Because I know there have been times that I hardcore wanted to comment on the stupidity of ads. Alright, and that got me 10 points. you like making friends? Is this even a question? I feel like this is one of the weirdest questions I've ever heard on a quiz. Do you like making friends? Okay, A, yes, I love making friends. That's kind of true, I guess. I mean, it's not like I'm going to try to make friends with every freaking person I meet. I'll be nice to them and, you know, I'll try to be my best. I'll try to be polite to them and stuff, but it's not like I'm going to become best buddies with everyone I meet. Okay, B, I don't know how to make friends. Okay, I guess that... Just say hello. C, I prefer love over friendship. Well, I hate to break it to you, but without friendship, you're not going to have a very good relationship with who you love. D, I don't need friends, I am independent. Even the most independent people in the world need friends. I mean, Felicity from American Girl, she's super independent, but she still has Elizabeth as her friend, and Ben, and Marcus. Okay, E, I like making friends so that I can travel with them. How about just like, I like making friends, but I like making friends, but I'm not going to become best friends with everyone I meet. Where's the answer for that? I'm just going to go with A, because it's the only one that's remotely close to how I feel about this. Even though that makes me sound like a totally new. Alright, how many points did I get? Probably like 50. Because you know that's like the, you know, most princessy answer. Oh, 20. Oh, my mistake. The most princessy answer is I prefer love over friendship. Even though you know you can't have love without friendship. Okay, what is your most prominent personality trait? Friendliness, cleverness, modesty, empathy, self-confidence. I feel like these aren't personality traits. Friendliness, I feel like that's just being, you know, a nice person, but I don't feel like that's a personality trait. Like, when I think of personality traits, I think of, like, well, actually, I think of stereotypes, so maybe that's bad, but I think, like, books. I think of, like, the party person, the book-smart person, the sporty person, the hard-working person, or, like, you know, the one who likes to cook, or the one who likes to organize things, you know? I don't think of, like, friendliness, cleverness, modesty, empathy, self-confidence, although, now that I think about those things, those do describe, like, as I was, saying those different personality traits, I thought of, like, the main six of My Little Pony, and those words do describe the main six. Like, friendliness would be Pinkie Pie, cleverness would be Twilight, modesty would be Applejack, empathy, I think would be either Fluttershy or Rarity. No, empathy would be Fluttershy, and self-confidence would be a combination of either Rarity or Rainbow Dash, because they're both very confident. But which describes me? I feel like I can't choose this one for myself, because I feel like it would be bragging. You know, calling yourself friendliness, or whatever this is, friendliness, I feel like that's just saying, oh, I'm, like, a good person, and I don't try to, you know, I don't, like, try to hurt people, so, yeah, friendliness, I guess, applies. Cleverness, I'm not, like, the smartest person ever, but, you know, I'm not, like, stupid. See, modesty, I guess I'm modest. Like, I try not to brag about myself, but sometimes I do. Not meaning to, but I do. D, empathy. I guess I'm empathetic. It depends on what situation it's in. It's like, if I just, like, ran a long distance and you're panting over a mile, I'm not going to be empathetic for you. It's like, context. I need some. Okay, self-confidence. Sometimes I'm confident and sometimes I'm not. But I feel like the one that best describes me is A, so I'm going to go with A. Points. What do you value most? Okay, what do you value most? A, happiness, B, liberty, C, love, D, friends, E, others. Others and friends are basically the same thing, I feel like. Like, I feel like if you say friends, it's not like you're shutting other people out and don't care about the other people that aren't your friends. It's just like, I feel like your friends take priority and then everyone else is like just less or so, but you still care about them. And others, I feel like it's just like, I feel like it's like you're saying everyone else matters more than me. And I don't think that describes me. Like, that just that's how it rubs me. Maybe it rubs you a different way. So comment below and let me know how it sounds to you. See, love. Again, I feel like that does, like, don't get me wrong, I've been in love, I have a crush on someone, and I can see why someone would say you value the person you love, the people you love most. And yeah, that's true. I mean, you don't want anything bad to happen to them. But I feel like, this is gonna sound weird, but I kind of wish there was an option to say, your health. Because, you know, if you value I guess you could say valuing happiness is like taking care of yourself and making sure you're happy, healthy, and in good condition. But I feel like if you value liberty the most, then you're gonna stress yourself out like about like politics and stuff and doing the right thing, that you might, you know, forget to take care of yourself every once in a while. And I feel like if you value love the most, you're going to shut everybody else out of your life and just always spend time with whoever you have a crush on or love. And I feel like it's similar with friends, that you would shut everybody else out except for your friends. And with others, I feel like you would just let people walk all over you. So I'm going to say A for that reason, for those reasons. Because I feel like it's the only one that I can't find holes in. Maybe I'm just reading too much into these answers, but seriously, that's what I'm thinking as I read these. And 30 points. Alrighty, let's see here. What describes you best? Spontaneous, kind, sassy, D, humble, E survivor. I feel like I am kind of spontaneous. Like, if you give me a situation where a quote from a movie will be perfectly fit in perfectly with the conversation, I will whip out that quote faster than you can say Czechoslovakia. So yeah, that's pretty spontaneous of me. Be kind. I'm kind, I guess. It's like I don't hate on random people, so I'm nice to them. I try to be nice to everyone. So I guess I'm kind. See, sassy? I can be pretty sassy sometimes. Again, it depends on my mood, I feel like. And D, humble? I guess I'm humble. I feel like in choosing humble, I wouldn't be being humble. Like, I feel like if you chose humble as a word that best describes you, you wouldn't be humble about being humble. E survivor? Maybe emotional survivor. I've been on a couple of emotional roller coasters with Miraculous Ladybug. But other than that, I wouldn't really call myself a survivor. I feel like the first three in combination kind of describe me the best. Like spontaneous, kind, and sassy. That sounds like me. So I wish I could choose all three. I kind of have to pick one. At least I get that vibe. I guess the one that I'm gonna go with spontaneous because I feel like that's what describes me the most. Okay. Okay, that gives me 30 points. Okay, which of these features is striking in your appearance? My long, shiny hair? No. My flawless skin? Maybe. My pretty eyes? My pretty eyes? Possibly. I believe in my inner beauty? Yes. My perfect body? I do not have a perfect body. I am underweight. That's not good. Okay, perfect body, no. Flawless skin, I do still get acne, even though it's not very often, but I do get acne. So no. Long shiny hair, no. So I guess that leaves inner beauty or my pretty eyes. I've never really gotten compliments on my eyes before. Maybe that's just because all the guys that I've ever crushed on have never liked me back. Except for one guy, and he never said anything about my eyes specifically. So I like my eyes. Like, I wouldn't wear colored contacts, mainly because the thought of putting anything near my eyes, or on top of my eyes scares me half to death. So I'm gonna say D. And I just realized that's like the only D that I've said thus far. Cool. Okay. So I believe in my inner beauty. Okay, 40. Okay. What would be the worst state for you? I hope they mean state of mind and not literal states. Like, as in, states. A, being alone. Heck no. B, being in prison or confined. Confinement. Being unconscious. Failing to accomplish my goal. Being embarrassed or humiliated. Okay, A, being alone. I'm literally alone right now, basically. Well, I'm not alone, like, in this house alone. There are people, like, outside of this room that are there. But, like, I like being alone sometimes. Everybody likes being alone sometimes. I'm pretty sure no one hates being alone. Like, everybody needs some alone time. Nobody wants to be around tons of people 24/7. Being in prison or confinement. Personally, I don't think that would ever happen to me. I'm too, like, not confident enough to do something that would get me in that position. So, not very likely to happen, but if it were to somehow happen, yeah, that would be my worst case scenario, but not very realistic. See, being unconscious, you won't even know if you're unconscious. I mean, if you're unconscious, the only way you will know if you're unconscious is if you're lucid dreaming. Which, by the way, lucid dreaming is awesome. So why wouldn't you want to be lucid dreaming? So, yeah, I don't think that will be the worst state for me either. Okay, D, failing, failing to accomplish my goal. Well, then you come up with another goal or figure out another way to accomplish the goal, or try again, I feel like that's not a big whoop-do. E, being embarrassed or humiliated. That is, like, the worst state for me, I feel like. It's like when I've screwed up a line or something, when I was in a play and everyone's just, like, staring at me and I'm just, like, freeze. Whenever I, like, freeze during some kind of, like, acting thing, or even if it's not acting, if it's, like, in real life and everyone's just, like, if, like, someone's, like, yelling at me, like, hardcore yelling at me, then I might freeze. And then I just, like, get so embarrassed and humiliated, and I start to, mentally be like in my head, why'd you do that? You're such a screw up. You can't do anything right, So I'm gonna say the worst day for me would be E, because I've been there, and it was not fun. Alright, and for that I get 20 points. Being embarrassed or humiliated apparently isn't a big deal for some people. Okay, time to add up my points! Alrighty, let's see here. Okay. Okay. 280 points is my total. Alright, let's see here. Alright, 100 points and 150 points. Aurora. Aurora, the sleeping beauty, is enchantingly beautiful. Since she slept for a long while, she is a bit shy, but still sophisticated. Upon waking up after so many years, she also became a little opinionated. Where was that in the movie? Well, I mean, okay, she did have, I guess in the way of being a little opinionated, you know, she didn't want to marry some prince. She wanted to marry the guy she met in the forest. Or at least get to know him better, you know. I guess that could be seen as a little opinionated. But I can definitely get the being shy part. I feel like that's the only way I would relate to Aurora, is a little bit of shy part. But according to this, I am not Aurora, which I can understand, because I wouldn't want to be Aurora. Although I do like soup. And an ad, of course. Alrighty. Okay. 160 points to 200. Jasmine! Sass is the right word for Jasmine. She is witty and hates restrictions. Nothing matters more to her than freedom. Well, after Aladdin, of course. With whom she fell hopelessly in love. Okay. I feel like, as she's described here, I kind of am a little bit like Jasmine too. Like, the way that I describe these princesses, I feel like a little bit of each one is going to sound like me. But with the sass and the wittiness, that is definitely me. It's the Weber trait. So, and being the hopeless romantic part, that's me too. So, okay, so I'm guessing the next chunk is probably going to be where my points will fit into, or the one afterward. Because it seems to be like 40 points, chunks of 40 points, so. Okay, here's mine. Okay, 110 to 100 wait, no, I'm not this one, I'm the next one. Okay, 110 points to 170 points, Snow White. Snow White loves having friends, and with her friendly nature, all the 7 dwarfs became her best friends. Snow White's stepmother was jealous of her flawless beauty and fairness, but she was even more inner beauty. Guess I never thought of it that way. That's a really cool way of describing Snow White. I mean, she is like the first Disney princess ever, and she doesn't get nearly enough credit nowadays. So, that's a really good way of describing her. And I feel like I love having friends. You know, friends are some of the best things ever. And I feel like I have inner beauty. I hope I have I have inner beauty. So, okay, the next chunk is going to be supposedly what Disney princess I am. So, here we go. Okay, this next one is supposed to sound a lot like me, so let's see. Okay. I just realized that a lot of these are the older Disney princesses. Ooh! Rapunzel! Yes! Okay. I had 280 points, and this is 280 points to 350 points. Rapunzel. Rapunzel is fun-loving, daring, and spontaneous. She is so selfless that she never questioned the evil nature of the witch. Since Rapunzel spent spent many years hidden away in a isolated tower, she wants to explore the whole world. Yeah, that definitely sounds a lot like me. Like, I like traveling. I don't know about seeing the whole world, but I would definitely like to see, I do like to travel and stuff. And, like I said before, I'm spontaneous. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Just for funsies, I'm gonna see what the other descriptions are, and if you guys are playing along at home and you added up your points, now you can see. And if you got more points than me, now you're gonna be able to see what princesses you are. Okay, 160 points to 430 points. Belle is not concerned about her or the others' appearances, and is able to look past how people appear and see into their hearts. She is confident and fearless, even though her father kept her pampered for a long time. Kept her pampered for a long time? What? That does not sound like Belle at all. I mean, I always got the impression that Belle and her father were poor, because they live in a kind of small cottage. Of course, they do have a lot of land, so maybe she was pampered. But what we see of her home doesn't seem like she was pampered. Like, it's not a mansion or anything. She lives on a farm. Pampered to me sounds more like Jasmine than Belle. I mean, she's never been outside the castle walls. Of course she was pampered. Yeah, but I don't think of pampered when I think of Belle. I think of, like, book smart and strong and independent. So, yeah. Okay, 440 points and to 500 points, Cinderella? Cinderella is compassionate, positive, and forgiving. Despite the misery forced into her life by her stepmother and stepsister, she doesn't seek revenge. She is also an animal lover. Yep, that sounds like Cinderella to me. Which princess are you? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. So, that was me taking a quiz to see what Disney princess I am. So, what did you think of this quiz and this video concept? Did you guys like it? And did you think that this was a pretty accurate quiz? And do you think I'm a lot like Rapunzel? And let me know what Disney princess you are most like down in the comment section, and I will see you guys next time in the Quality Quiz Corner.